6,000 young people will kill themselves this year. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for teenagers. Youth suicide has become one of our darkest tragedies.
This year, another 300,000 young people will think seriously about taking their own lives. What can we do about this terrible tragedy? This past year in South Colony, we put together an innovative program involving school people, the community, and parents in our school district.
The program is designed to prevent teen suicide. It's an ongoing school-based suicide prevention program that deals effectively with suicide attempts and completed suicides.
Loss of a friendship or a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship which has gone bad.
An important key to our success is the investment our school board made in the program. Our board is involved. We formed a school community partnership, and with the assistance of the Social Services Advisory Council and our local PTA, we established linkages with local service providers and identified gaps in services.
We wanted our program to include not only prevention and intervention techniques, but also postvention techniques. In addition, we needed to increase our understanding of adolescent emotional development, including warning signs like being able to recognize depression or uncharacteristic risk-taking. Training would be crucial to our program's success.
Training and education is the most important ingredient in making a new program work. The South Colony School District contracted Narcotic Drug Research Incorporated to conduct the training. The training was unique. South Colony's training included all school personnel. A school is more than teachers and students. For a suicide prevention program to work, we need to train everyone who has contact with students. That not only includes teachers, but nurses, cafeteria people, bus drivers, custodians, secretaries, hall monitors, everyone employed by the school. But the training involves more than being trained to be able to recognize youth at risk. It must include gaining an understanding of adolescent development.
I'm Mike Nerney. I'm the director of Narcotic and Drug Research Incorporated, the Training Institute. Today we're going to talk about adolescent emotional development.
Runners to your marks. Sit. We've learned a lot during our training session. For instance, girls attempt suicide more frequently than boys. However, boys complete the suicide more frequently than girls because they usually use more lethal methods. We've also learned to listen. When a student comes to my class, she may not be talking about a problem, about a boy, about school. It may sound insignificant, but I listen. Most of us that spend any amount of time around youth and adolescents will sometime encounter a youth suicide, if we haven't already.
What's tonight? Cheeseburgers, got it?
Oh, 6 hamburgers.
No mayonnaise. 6 hamburgers? What? You like them that well, huh?
No, it's just have a sandwich.
What do you want? Because of this training, I feel my job is more important. I think for the first time, I really feel like part of the team.
I've been working in the school for a long time, and I know some of these students pretty well. And if I overheard some of these students talking about committing suicide, I'd take them seriously. I'd contact a member of the Crisis Intervention Assessment Team.
Lethality is an important component for us to understand if we're going to judge the level of jeopardy that one of our students is in. Now, there's several parts of it, and what we're going to do is identify the important questions, learn how to ask them, practice those questions. Then we're going to divide up into pairs and practice asking each other those questions in a role play. There are parts of it that we want to know about. One part, for example, might be whether the student has a plan or not. What do you think?
NDRI trained a crisis intervention assessment team. The Crisis Intervention Assessment Team is made up of a school building administrator, like the principal or assistant principal, the school psychologist, the school nurse, 2 teachers, the school guidance counselor, and the school social worker.
The Crisis Intervention Team received training on such topics as intervention techniques and crisis for hospitalization. We learned the kinds of questions we had to ask, and we learned to look for indicators to help us direct our approach. The training also helped us manage situations ranging from a crisis to tracking cases which needed to be monitored but were not emergencies.
Everyone participated in the training, and we discovered that staff is much more than just teachers and principals. Everyone was talking to everyone else. Teachers were talking to monitors, monitors were talking to cafeteria people, and bus drivers were talking to the principal. I think we began to feel like everybody, that is all staff, teaching and non-teaching, had a real important job to do. And that is to monitor the well-being of our students and be especially alert to personality changes and report these to a team member. For instance, on 2 separate occasions, bus drivers came to me, the principal, and I'm a member of the Crisis Intervention Assessment Team, to tell me about observations they had made on their buses. In one particular instance, a student who was normally friendly and cheerful each morning gradually became argumentative and sullen over a period of weeks. Our job is to make a judgment regarding the degree of danger and to come up with a plan of action.
We've been lucky so far. No one has committed suicide. But if it does happen, our program includes a postvention plan. After we verify the death of a student and control the flow of information, we move to protect the privacy of the family. Our program includes a step-by-step, hour-by-hour plan. Teachers could expect confusion, questions, and other forms of disruption following a student death. Teachers must be prepared to act intelligently and compassionately to help students through the crisis.
Powerful feelings of depression can be triggered in anyone suffering a loss. In adolescence,
a student awareness component is vital. Students are often the first to recognize the symptoms of depression in one of their friends. Students can learn to recognize and identify behavior that could be a problem. When coupled with information and knowledge concerning sources of help, students can play an important role in preventing a tragedy.
I think they might be involved with the school social worker.
The training is not complete until parents and students are involved. Any school response to youth suicide should include parents. Parents need to know the warning signs, and they need to know school policies and the relationship between them and the school staff. Last year, the South Colony School District's suicide prevention program resulted in hundreds of reports from students, teachers, staff, and parents about friends who could be in trouble. From these incident reports, 33 crisis intervention assessments were completed. The program in South Colony is working.